Alrighty, guys, we're going to continue from yesterday, 8.12, compound volume, day 2. Your objective is the same, so you need to analyze these shapes, apply a formula to find a volume of composite shape. So just a quick recap. When we say compound volume, or you're looking at these shapes, there are a couple things to remember. It just means we have a composite three-dimensional shape that consists of two different type of 3D shape. We need to figure out what those shapes are, split it, find a volume. Again, don't memorize these formula. They're on the Regents reference sheet. And then we're going to add them together. For today's lesson, the video is very short. I want to actually go over the last question from yesterday's handout. So I'm going to give you guys a minute or so to go ahead and get yesterday's handout or this question. And I want us to go over this. This was actually a 4-point question on one of the regions. So I'll read it out for you. A storage tank is in the shape of a cylinder. And notice how I'm underlining or circling words, with a hemisphere on top. The highest point inside the tank, the storage tank, is 13 meters above the floor of the storage tank. And the diameter of the cylinder is 8. Determine and state to the nearest cubic meter, which means whole number, the total volume. So the volume for a cylinder is what? The volume of a hemisphere is what? In this question, they already told you the two type of shape we're working with. So a cylinder is pi r square h, and a sphere, hemisphere, is half of a sphere. So a sphere is actually 4/3 pi r cube, and whatever that is, I'm going to divide it by 2 because hemi, right? Hemi means half. So let's go ahead now. We know that the cylinder is pi r square h. So let's substitute. Pi, it's given to you that the diameter is 8. So that means if the diameter is 8, the radius has to be 4, right? Because it's 8 divided by 2. So this becomes 4 square. We need a height. Now 13 represents the height of the entire shape. I just need the height of the cylinder, which is this piece. Now this is where you gotta think. If the diameter is 8, that means this top piece is 8, right? Because this is the hemisphere. This entire thing is also 8, which means this, what is this line called? From the center of a circle to somewhere on the circumference. Excellent, guys. Oh my God, you're killing it. This is the radius. So that means that's 4, right? Which we just found. So the radius is 4. Now all that is saying is that this piece right here is 4. I know the entire thing is 13. So that means the remaining piece, or the height of the cylinder, is 13 minus 4, which is 9. So this was the only thing that was difficult on this question, being able to determine the height, which is 9. And we'll do the calculation in a second. Then the second shape was your hemisphere. Pi, the radius again was 4, and then whatever that is, we divided by 2. I should actually bring this down right here. 4/3 pi 4 cube, just so that everything is nice and neat. Now, if we were to plug this in our calculator, for this, we're going to keep 2. Remember, our deal is like we round at the very end, so let's keep 2 decimal. Plug this in your calculator, you should get 452.39. If you plug this in your calculator, so the first part you get 268.08, and then I'm going to divide that by 2. So I'm just going to rewrite this. When I divide that by 2, I get 134.01. Now remember, you're adding this, and what we want to do, we want to round this to the nearest whole number. So round to the nearest cubic meter means round to the nearest whole number. So when I add these two, I get 586.4 to the nearest whole number is 586 meters cubed. Don't forget your units. There we go, that's it. So please make sure you copy this in your notebook or on the worksheet if you print it out. Be careful. These two numbers here were the only tricky thing in this worksheet. Now your deal is, you know what the deal is. Again, if there are any multiple choice on this worksheet, I need all the work to show me everything so I can give you feedback and help you as much as I can, even though I can't see you face to face. Alrighty, have a great day, guys.